Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Freaky Tales on this freaky Sunday evening. I want to thank everybody on the live chat. I want to thank everybody who decided not to be on the live chat. I want to thank everybody that is tuned in or that's going to watch it tomorrow, is going to watch the replay. Just want to thank you guys for being fans. We're here because of you guys. Just a quick reminder, if you guys didn't get a chance to tune in on Friday, we had the Spice Smuggler. A lot of people said that the spice was nice, okay? I think we got one negative comment, but that's fine as long as you guys comment. Whether it's good or bad, whether you liked it or hated it, leave a comment. It's okay. We have thick skin around here. But today we're actually going to get into a topic that a fan of Freaky Tales suggested. So now I'm going to ask you guys should have been doing it. I know we started it off by emailing us at freakytalespodcast@gmail.com. You can still do that. But if you just want to leave a comment on the video after it's posted, which is pretty much immediately after the show, leave a comment on what you want us to talk about, okay? Because lately, I know I usually say I don't read comments, but lately I have been reading comments because I want to engage with my audience, okay? And like I said, I want to know what you guys are interested in. Hopefully we can get some experts on those subjects in, or we just look into them and then have you guys call in. And we could always discuss it. So other than that, so without further ado, please allow me to introduce once again, Ricky J.
Tony.
How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. Even though I'm going to call you Rick, I'll just introduce you as Ricky J. But
okay, I appreciate that.
You're Rick.
And you're Tony A. the Wizard.
Okay. Anyways, other than that, Rick, how is your weekend going?
Good, man. Good. Yeah? Went shooting on Friday, shot a couple of my pistolas. Went to Universal Studios yesterday.
Yeah.
And went to church today.
How many guns do you own? If you don't want to give the exact number, you don't have to.
More than 2.
Okay, more than 2. Okay. More than 2. Okay. And no, I won't ask. Okay. Now, let me ask you this. I know you also, if you don't mind sharing a little bit about yourself, you don't have to give too much because there's a lot of nosy people that will use it against you.
Okay.
But you actually do, you take classes for jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah, I train martial arts. Yeah, I do jiu-jitsu.
Okay. How long have you been doing that now?
A little over 2 years.
Okay. Have you gotten into any, I guess, what do you call them, sparring?
I did a tournament.
A tournament? And
yeah.
How many fights were in a tournament?
Oh, I would have kept going. I lost. But you see, I had to cut weight. I sit around at 195.
Okay.
So and that wasn't the weight I needed to fight at, but I was so nervous because it was my first tournament. I dropped down to 188, but I dehydrated myself.
Okay.
So I was cramping 2 fights in.
Okay.
So I fought 4 times. I lost 2.
Okay. Do you think you would have won them if you would have been at your own weight?
Oh, of course.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, in jiu-jitsu, do you tap out?
Yeah. If you don't, you break something or someone breaks something of yours.
Okay. So it's the same thing like in the, what is it, the UFC?
Yeah, MMA, yeah.
You have to tap out,
You have to tap it, or you let them snap your limb.
All right. The reason why I'm saying it, because in boxing, obviously, it's different. The ref is the one that takes matters to his own hand.
Yeah. The ref will not, in jiu-jitsu, the ref will not call the match unless you're unconscious.
Okay. Have you ever fought do you spar at all or fight or wrestle anybody at the gym?
Yeah, every time I train, we always spar. Yeah, like tomorrow we're going to do 12 rounds.
Okay. You know, one thing that I have to say before we move on, okay, is that one thing that I've learned, you could train Kung Fu, you could train karate, you could train jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay. My thing is this, and maybe you'll agree even in jiu-jitsu, it doesn't matter what you learn if you don't have the heart.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, again, yeah, I agree.
That's the dog in you.
Because I was cramping, and one of those fights I was cramping, I still won it because I was like, I'm not going to lose to this dude.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to bring that up. Now, there was a fan, you read the comment, and I read the comment, and they were talking about, hold on, let me bring that up, you guys, because I don't want to.
Yeah, and for the record, I think I can speak for Tony and I when I say When we say we don't read the comments, it's we don't care what haters have to say.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because all we do is remove them, and you just wasted your time.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's Project Looking Glass.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to repeat that again. Project Looking Glass. Now, before this comment, I had never heard of it, Rick.
Okay.
I had never heard of it. I didn't know what it was, but I looked into it, and I thought it reminded me of a movie. And I'll give you guys kind of why I think it reminds me of that. But let me give you what I found online, because today we live in a generation of information where we got information on our fingertips. I think this is the generation that has no excuse, bro.
Yeah.
No excuse.
I agree.
You know, me personally, when we had to look things up, we had to go to the library, look it up in encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Okay. And even when I was 22, when I first started reading the scriptures, here's what I would have. I have a study Bible that had the King James Version, the Amplified, the New International, and the New American Standard, all different translations on there. Okay. Then I bought myself a concordance, and then I bought myself a dictionary. Okay. Then if I wanted to study the Old Testament in Hebrew, I bought me a Hebrew Bible.
And to study that, you'd have to cross-reference all of them at the same time, huh?
So that's why I have a big library. Okay. Today, Google or AI or whatever, and people are just
Dumber than ever.
Dumber than ever.
I tell my kids that. I'm like, dude, you have the world at your fingertips,
right,
and you use it to watch people play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Go to your room.
Yeah. Okay. So Project Looking Glass, looking it up in a nutshell before we read a little bit more and before we elaborate. Project Looking Glass refers to two different things, but most notably to a hypothetical top secret military project that supposedly, and this is it, supposedly used a machine to view future events and alternate timelines.
Yep.
Okay, to me, that's pretty freaky to be able to think that we could look into the future.
Yeah. Okay, so before you've heard of this, do you think we could look into the future? Okay, I'll throw you another one. And you can answer both.
Okay, go, because I have a good answer.
Okay, hold on. Before you heard of this, did you think we could look into the past? Answer both.
Yes, and I'm going to give it to you. Some people don't like it when I talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it.
Talk about it.
Because I never looked at the scriptures like a religious book.
Okay.
I never did. When I first started reading the scriptures, I wanted to debunk it. I wanted to believe that it wasn't true because I didn't want to be held accountable to everything that people were telling me.
Okay.
So now, can we look into the future or know the future? I believe yes, but in my opinion, that's a gift that comes from the Most High. God. Okay. Can we look into the past? Yes, and I believe that that's a gift that comes from the Most High. Give you two examples and we'll leave it there. John the Revelator.
Okay.
Wrote the book of Revelation.
Yes.
Okay. And it's not revelations, it's revelation. Okay. One revelation. Okay. He saw the future and wrote an entire book about it. Now, I'm a futurist. I'm not a preterist. I believe that that's still going to come, the book of Revelation. There's going to be two witnesses that are going to be killed in the streets of Jerusalem. They're going to be there for 3 days for the whole world to see. Okay? And then in 3 days, they'll be raised and be raptured up. But I'm going to ask you this. When that was written, how could the whole world have seen all of them in 3 days?
I have a theory.
Go ahead.
Before, I don't think it could have ever happened. Mm-hmm. But within the last 120 years, we've had something called a technology boom.
Yes.
Everyone has one of these.
Everyone. So now it's possible that we live in a generation that this can be fulfilled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Via technology.
So now, can we look to the past? Okay.
Yeah.
God calls Moses to Mount Sinai, which is in Saudi Arabia. Tells him to step upon that rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he says that God placed his hand upon Moses' face.
And he showed him.
Hold on.
All right. Sorry, I'm getting excited.
Now, God doesn't have a hand because God is a spirit. Okay. This is what God allowed the writer Moses to write. He gave him anthropomorphic expressions. You can use the word hand, use the word walk, you can use the word back so that we can get a better description of what God was somewhat like. So he puts his hand upon him and he said, and God shows Moses his back. Now, he didn't show him his shoulder blades.
You think he showed him the beginning?
All the way back. That's why in Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So Moses saw everything and wrote Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Don't try me.
Okay.
So I believe, yes, from that point, yes. What is it?
Interdimensional beings.
Can they give power to the elitists to possibly do this? I believe even yes, but it's limited. I believe yes.
Okay. For both past and future.
I think they can be told what's going to happen, not actual visual. That's my opinion.
Okay.
See, John saw everything happen. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
Was my answer pretty good?
That was pretty good. You know what? I accept that answer.
Okay. Final answer.
Yeah. That was good.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So Project Looking Glass. So key things about it, allegedly, and this is all alleged, there's no proof, but let me say this. When I was a kid, Area 51 was a myth. And it was probably a myth for most of your life as well.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Until I met someone that claimed that their dad worked there, and I called them a liar, and he showed me an award from Area 51 when he retired from there.
No way.
Yes.
Was it a myth when you were a kid, Alex?
Talk about the Roswell crash on Channel 11, so I didn't think it was a myth.
A conspiracy?
No, I did think it was real because they would talk about it on Channel 11 like it was real. Like
Dude,
really
I remember, I think I was like in 3rd or 4th grade, Mr. Francisco's class, right? Mm-hmm. And that's when, I don't know what got it. He just put the news on in the background.
Okay.
And that's when the government, like, basically, like on the news, it was admitted that Area 51 was a thing. But the point is, this Project Looking Glass is supposedly tied to Area 51.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
Yeah. And something called the Majestic 12. I haven't delved too much into that, but sidebar that. You guys do your homework. The project is said to employ reverse engineered extraterrestrial technology or ancient artifacts to project holographic images of possible futures.
Okay. You said ancient technology?
Yes. And that ancient technology that they're tying it to is ancient Sumerian technology.
Okay. I'm going to tell you something. When I read that, this is what popped into my head. One of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time, and it ain't Star Wars, which it is. Star Wars is up there. But
Tremors.
No, come on, man. You liked all 7 of them, huh?
Tremors is tight.
No, I do like Tremors,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
after the second one, no.
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, but it was. See, you missed on my train of thought. Now I don't remember
Your favorite?
I know. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie.
Not Star
now.
Wars.
You see what happens, guys? Stargate.
I've never seen it.
Oh, with Kurt Russell.
I know about it, but I never seen it.
Alex, have you seen it? Do you like it at all?
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah. So they actually find this. You know what? I think I might even download.
That's a bit. To be fair, that's a bit outside of my generation.
It even
No, it was 1994.
Okay, I was 2.
Okay, I get it. But the movie Stargate is about an ancient ring-shaped device found in Egypt that acts as an interstellar gateway, allowing a team by Kurt Russell character to travel a distant alien-controlled planet that resembles ancient Egypt.
You ever heard of predictive programming?
No.
So predictive programming is something said to be, within government and stuff, but it's pretty self-explanatory. They program you for things that are going to be coming in the future.
Okay.
So that way you're not, why do you think they call it's television channels, you know what I mean? To be the programs.
Television.
Yeah. So, but predictive programming is basically like, so when the truth finally comes,
right,
nobody's in shock and nobody cares.
Well, isn't that kind of the form of desensitizing people?
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. But desensitization, I guess, will happen currently. Predictive programming is for a future event.
Okay.
Hey, they had a whole series of Stargate.
It was a show, SG1 or something.
You know
like
what?
that?
I never watched that one, Alex.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was any good, so I'm not going to judge it. But
was okay.
The movie, I loved it. Okay,
Yeah.
and it was a ring shaped that had cartouches on it. Okay, and you
What's
had
cartouches?
like Egyptian writing.
Oh, like hieroglyphs kind of
Hieroglyphs.
stuff? Okay.
Okay. And I'm trying to remember the actor's name. I don't think I got it here. Let me see. Egyptologist Daniel Jackson. I'm trying to remember the guy's name, but he's an 80s actor, and he's able to decipher the code. And once you get the codes, then this thing starts turning. Okay. Then it stops, and a water like wall comes through the gate, and you walk through it, and it takes you to this land, to this.
So they had to get the idea from somewhere.
Of course. But it's honestly, I really do think that if you watch it, you will truly enjoy it.
Oh, I'm sure I probably will.
Okay.
I just got to find time.
So now, so when it said ancient artifacts, that's where I got it from.
It is supposedly ancient Sumerian cylinder seals. And ancient Sumeria, if you don't know, for the audience that might not know, ancient Sumeria is from the Mesopotamian era, which is basically, you can just put it as the beginning of humans,
Yeah.
so to speak. You know what I mean?
Right.
And ancient Mesopotamia is where you have that dude, what's his name? Billy Carson?
Oh, God.
That's the name, right?
Yeah, was it the
Emerald Tablets of
Thoth.
Thoth, yeah, something like that.
And he got butchered by Wesley Huff?
Bloodbath.
He pretty much got Bible slapped. That's what happened.
Dude, it was amazing.
Yes.
And then he called it an ambush and like a...
Yeah. He goes, it was a fake.
Yeah. You know, he served his friend of years after that discussion, the one that hosted the live stream, he served him with a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Like he wrote on it, like, you
cease and
cannot.
desist.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, you got slapped around. Just take it like a man.
Bad. So this looking glass, it's said to use spinning electromagnetic rings and argon gas, possibly derived from alien tech or ancient Sumerian cylinder seals, which are stone artifacts from Mesopotamia with carvings.
Okay.
And of myths or records speculated to contain advanced knowledge.
See, okay, now, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I keep going back to what Alex Jones said about these elitists that take this drug, and they started hallucinating, and they start talking to these interdimensional beings, and these interdimensional beings give them the new technology.
And you know what? And the reason why that doesn't sound far-fetched is because for whatever reason, we still can't figure out what the pyramids are for.
Or, once again...
And they're not a tomb. Don't tell me they're a tomb for kings.
Well, that's what most people would say that don't look, never studied, never looked into.
Correct,
okay?
yeah.
How were they built? And a question arises, who built them? Now, archaeologists, I don't know if you're familiar with Zahi Hawass.
Yeah, is he Egyptian?
Yeah, he's Egyptian.
Yeah.
And he's the archaeologist. Now, I don't want to call it a debate, but people have said, because, you know, in the scripture, it says that the Hebrews were there for 400 years in Egypt before God had sent Moses to get them out.
Correct.
Okay. Some people have said, were they built then? And he says no Hebrews helped the Egyptians. The Egyptians built it to them, themselves.
Have you heard the theory that it's some form of ancient battery? Like a power source?
I've heard that from my dad. My dad was into that as well.
Dad said that?
Yeah, and my dad believed, but he also believed that the Nephilims helped, or the UFOs, UFO technology to be able to lift up, but with frequency.
But again, that the technology part comes into play.
Yes.
And yeah, the Egypt thing can be a whole nother rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Because there's stones in other parts of the world. I think Peru has stones that are like it's impossible to know how those stones were moved.
Right.
And again, same thing with Egyptian stones. It doesn't make any sense. It's always going to... But that guy, Zahi, what's his name again?
Zahi Hawass.
He gatekeeps all of it, though.
He does. He
doesn't let any other, like, New Age, I guess you can say, archaeologists.
Look, I love his work. What I seen on TV, okay?
Yeah.
I had a couple of times to come meet him. He was doing a lecture, I believe, at USC or UCLA, one of those.
How long ago was that?
Couple of years back, and then he had a TV show. He got canceled the first season, but I loved all of them. I watched all of them.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah, but it's just with him. You're right. He was an Egyptian gatekeeper.
Yeah, he doesn't he damn near owns the rights to everything. Almost, it seems like.
Yeah, I love the way he says pyramids.
Yeah, pyramids. Did you see that Mr. Beast he basically rented out the pyramids?
Mr. Beast?
Yes.
Is that the guy from YouTube?
Yes. He has a video where he rented out the pyramids for like 24 hours. They were all his. And he went underneath. And unbeknownst to like him, they were just down there, but there's waterways underneath the pyramids.
Okay, I'm going to share this with you. I don't know if this is true because you know that I'm into music, okay?
I've heard.
Okay, Okay. Cypress Hill released their album a couple of years back, maybe 2 years ago. They released an album. Okay. You know what? And I never asked Be Real this question, so shame on me, guys. I have read that Muggs, the producer,
Okay.
went to the pyramids and I believe stayed in them for a couple of days.
Really?
Yes. And then he came out and they produced a record over there. Now, if you follow DJ Muggs, the producer, he actually has pictures of him copping a squat in front of the pyramids. Yeah. So
Okay.
if that's true or not, I mean, I was supposed to have Muggs here. I met Muggs. We've talked, but I needed to ask those questions, bro, because I wanted to know why.
Do you think there was some kind of energy he pulled from it, basically?
That's for after the show.
Okay. Because that ties into the technology part where it says it uses spinning, and not the spinning so much, but the electromagnetic rings. Like, I feel like I feel like the energy that we feel when things change, I just feel like it's a shift of electromagnetic fields
Right.
that almost like tie into the fourth dimension somehow, because you can't see them. You can only feel them.
Right.
And I wonder if people can have access to things and or interdimensional beings where they can harness those electromagnetic fields. You picking up what I'm putting
Yeah,
down?
no, yes, I know, I do know exactly where you're going with that. It just opens up for great conversation, and it opens up for your mind to wander, because you are thinking, what if these elitists are meeting with these interdimensional beings? You know, where did they come from? I have a pretty good idea where they came from.
Yeah.
But my thing is that, what do they have? What do these elitists have right now that we don't know yet? Because they breadcrumb us. Little technology here, little technology there.
The predictive programming part.
Yeah.
I mean, Nikola Tesla, and I think I mentioned this on the podcast before, but he had writings or idea inventions where he's like, basically, you're going to be able to talk to each other face to face on a device the size of your hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that was 100 years ago.
I mean, okay, 100 years ago, even though this was probably, what, 50s or 60s, Star Trek,
Yeah.
they had somewhat cell phones.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that, yeah.
Now, once again, I told you guys to look it up. Johnny Sacco and his flying robot, they had watches. That's how he controlled his robot. So he would open it up and like, giant robot, fly over here, and the robot would move.
You seen that ancient Egyptian hieroglyph where the person standing there appears to have a wristwatch of some sort?
See, I saw that, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to say it's not true, because all the books that I have on Egyptology, because that's one of my favorite subjects, bro. It's Egypt and the land of Israel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I believe that's where everything started.
I do too.
Okay. So you look at that, and, you know, but just for a second, say you put away the Bible.
Yeah.
There's so much information out there, history books that talk about Egypt and Israel still.
Yes.
Okay. So when you look at, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with this, because the thing is that I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but there's so much info that I have on Egypt, whether they're DVDs, on documentaries, whether they're books. When I see something online today, I said, I never seen that, and I got at least over 50 books on Egypt. So I question it today now because of AI.
Oh, okay.
That's why. So that doesn't mean that I don't think it's not true. I'm more like 50-50. I need to see more.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know if you guys have seen, there's a actual picture of a Mike Tyson fight. Okay. And this was early 90s. Okay. I believe it was early 90s, where the guy's taking a picture.
And it looked like he had an iPhone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Now, you don't think somebody would have said something to him? Or like, hey, bro, what's that?
You know what? I want to believe that, but at the same time, maybe it's the perfect moment for someone to time travel, so to speak, and get into a point where everyone's distracted because you're watching one of the greatest fights of all time.
Right. You know what? And that's a good point. I'm going to tell you why. Recently on Instagram.
Good point, guys.
On Instagram, there's a guy narrating something.
Okay.
And there's like, let's just say there's 6 people in one group. They're all wearing the same color. White or white and black, white and black, white and black. I think that's the way it goes. If not, I'll send you the video. And the guy's narrating, he goes, now, I want you to pay attention how many times they pass the ball to each other. So they're in a circle, these 6 people. So they're passing the ball. Count how many passes. Count how many passes. I counted. And I was like, okay, like 20? Like 20? And then the guy goes, you guys missed it. And I was like, no, there was like 20. He rewinded. You guys were so distracted with what I was telling you that you guys missed the gorilla that walked in between them. It was a guy in a gorilla suit.
No way.
Yes, bro. And I rewinded it and I was like, he was there the whole time, but mentally he had me captivated.
It's like sleight of hand with a gorilla.
And he was just walking like this.
I feel like I've seen this actually, the more you talk about it.
It was weird, bro. I'm like, how did they do that?
And how did they know that it would work?
I know. Yeah, so you're saying it'll be a perfect time to time travel. Okay, now let me ask you this. You asked me this. Do you think it's possible to see the future or to see the past?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, another story from that book that you like to talk about so much is who's Abraham?
Abraham was a man from the Ur of the Chaldeans, and God called him to be the first Hebrew.
And spitballing off the top of your head, what was the distance in time from Abraham to the crucifixion? Hundreds of years.
Well, it was definitely hundreds of years, but I'm trying to be exact.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, I believe from Moses to the crucifixion was about 2,000. I want to say 1,500 to 2,000, but I'm trying to remember now from Abraham to Moses. Okay, but you said from Abraham, but it was at least over 2,000 years.
Okay. Now, this is all ties into all this. I know we talk about the Bible a lot, but I believe the Bible gives a lot of tidbits to what people are trying to figure out today as far as technology. Is there a scripture where Jesucristo is talking about how Abraham saw his day and he rejoiced?
Yes.
Which, how can Abraham from 2,000 years ago, Tony, see what Jesus was going to go through and be glad about it?
Right.
Unless he had the tech.
That's good. That's good.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I don't have an answer for that, but he was shown. He's seen it.
But that's my point. Is like he saw the future.
He saw the future. Yes.
Yeah.
Saw the future.
So to go tie back into this real quick, a catastrophic prediction claimed to have foreseen a convergence of all timelines into a catastrophic event around December 2012. We're well past that.
Well, Pastor, wasn't that Mayan calendar?
That's what they say. Yeah.
Okay, what did the Mayans know? What did they think? What did they see? Where did they get this info that something was going to happen 2012?
And how did Project Looking Glass, if it existed, converge with what the Mayan calendar had? Unless the Mayan calendar somehow had access to that technology when they were the ancient Mayans.
People were saying that was the end of the world. People were saying, no, that was the end of the age. Or some people were saying that was the new beginning. So I don't know how you're going to rewrap it, you know?
And they all make sense.
Yeah, they all make sense. But there was a lot of people that had no hope, that were scared.
Yeah.
You know? And the Mayan calendar this, the Mayan calendar that, it's going to end. Do you believe in the end of the world? Like they believe that the rapture is going to happen soon. They were saying there's something coming, you know, from millions of miles away. It'll be here in November or whatever they're saying.
Yeah.
And when I look at that, believe it or not, I almost feel that they're instilling fear in people. Because why is it always when we look into the future, it's always bad?
That's a good point.
It's always bad.
Unless you ask Abraham.
Yeah, or when you go to a fortune teller or a palm reader or whatever, it's always good.
That's true. They sell fortune.
I get better fortunes out of a fortune cookie.
Yeah, those are some good ones, dude. They said I would make new friends this year. I haven't made any yet. Last one I had.
It's coming.
Yeah. Alex, you're a good guy. I like you.
Okay, so was that pretty much everything?
Pretty much. It all stemmed from this guy named Dan Burish, the supposed whistleblower. He claims he was a microbiologist at Area 51 S4 facility under Majestic 12. a secretive group handling extraterrestrial matters. In a 2006 Project Camelot interview, he described working with a gray alien named J-Rod. And no, not that electrician that's been going viral on Instagram, if you've seen him. If you haven't, you will now because I mentioned it and your phone's listening. On Looking Glass, a device projecting future timelines. Bureau's alleged the tech derived from an alien and ancient Sumerian sources like cylinder sealed, blah, blah, blah. Predicted 2012 catastrophe. Yeah, so on and so forth. So there was from one whistleblower primarily. But it always just takes one.
Okay, somebody on the comments had said, Tony's going to claim that he knows Bob Lazar. No, I don't know Bob Lazar.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wish you did.
But I know his sister. Anyways.
And that comment knows Manuela.
Yeah. But now, look, let me say this. I don't know why this popped into my mind, but I'm a big fan of trilogies. Okay, like obviously it's the Star Wars, obviously the Raiders of the Lost Arks. Okay, hold on, I'm going. And then, see, now you made me forget the damn movie.
Sorry, dude, I get excited.
Okay, Back to the Future. Okay, where we're going, we don't need roads.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember part 2 at all?
Not really, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Well, Marty McFly, I believe, goes into the future to save his son.
Okay.
And while he's there, he buys a book. He goes into an antique store and he buys a sports almanac.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Of the same year that he's living in.
Yeah.
So he wants to take it back so he can bet. So Doc tells him, no, you can't change events. This will change everything. You can't. So he says, okay, so he throws it away. He doesn't want to change the future. He wants to keep his family and everything. Biff, in the future, sees him throw it away. He takes it out, and when they're not looking, he gets into the time machine, the DeLorean, and he goes back to the future, to his teenage years, and he starts laying bets.
That's when supposedly in the Cubs won, right?
Right. Okay. So Biff appears now Back to the Future so that they can get it back in their car and take off. Back to the Future. When they get back to their regular time, everything's different. He changed the course of time with his betting.
Isn't that a string theory?
Elaborate.
String theory is basically there's multiple timelines happening at the same time where you're doing this. There's a Tony in an infinite universes where your cup's blue.
Okay.
And you're drinking water instead of, I don't know, energy drink. So, but that's string theory. So I wonder if maybe it changed the timeline they were in, which was Doc's whole purpose, but other timelines probably proceeded as normal.
Right. Well, let me ask you this. Knowing that you have a family and you have children.
Yeah.
If you had an opportunity to go back and change things, would you? Knowing that it could change the course of history. Or would you just leave them as it is?
Ask it one more time so I can make sure I answer it correctly.
Okay. If you can go back in time and make things, I don't know. I would bet, I would do this, I would do that. I would make things better so it can have a better future.
But it could mean that I don't have my children?
It could mean that, or it could mean you could lose them. For an example, say you go back in time and you say, okay, I'm going to go back before I met my family, before I had my family, excuse me. And I'm going to bet on the Dodgers because I got the winning tickets. I'm going to bet on the Raiders. I'm going to bet on this. I'm going to bet on that. You got all this money, but you never realize the spiritual implications that it could have on your family.
Which mean them be non-existent possibly.
Could be non-existent. It could change the way you think. I could have any girl now I want. Or say you do marry your wife, but now she can't stand you because you love money.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, honestly.
Yeah, I honestly, I'd cut my losses and I was like, you know what? Yeah, people will want to say make things right or make things better, but sometimes it may not.
Yeah, no, I can't do it, dude. I love my children way too much and I really love my wife.
Well, there it is there. I don't really want to change everything, honestly, because everybody who's out of my life, I'm not going to go back and change that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, just leave it there. Okay. But my whole thing is, of course, if I can go back and maybe not do some dumb crap. Yeah. But you learn from your mistakes.
I always do. Yeah.
So I wouldn't go back. Now, would you want to go into the future and see yourself possibly 30 years from now?
Yes.
Now okay, I'm gonna put myself in this situation because I'm not gonna put you in this situation.
Okay.
I'm 57 years old.
Yeah.
Let's just say I say to myself, I don't want to go 30 years from now because I don't know if I'll be alive.
Years young, Tony.
Right. Okay. I don't know if I will be alive 30 years from now.
Okay.
But let's just say I want to be safe. I think I'm going to live 20 more years, so I'll be 77.
Okay.
Can you imagine me going into the future now? And I was like, okay, 20 years from now. And I realize I have deceased children.
Ooh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. I thought about a different aspect.
Okay. I lost my home.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do now. My aspect was, let's see how good my life is. And if it's not, I'm going to shift a few things just to make it better.
Right.
I didn't think about losing a kid.
Yeah, or your marriage failed.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that changes my whole answer. I wouldn't do
it. You
it.
walk in, somebody tells you, walk in there.
Yeah, because then I come back and then I see the child that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Somebody tells you, walk in there. Well, what's in there? Just walk in there. You walk in there, and hypothetically, is your son getting drunk?
Ooh.
At a bar. And why would happen? Oh, because your marriage failed and it took it out on them. And, you know, I wouldn't want to see that, bro.
No, yeah, you're right.
I wouldn't want to see that.
You convinced me.
You know, I wasn't trying to, but those were my reasons. Like, no, I don't, because what if, okay, now I got to see, I'm going to go to my brother's house. No, he's no longer here. I'm going to go to my sister's house. No, he's no longer here. And I'm like, well, I don't want to know when they're gone because when I go back, I'm going to know the day and time. And do I tell them?
Yeah, my brain was like, I go into the future. I see me with all my grandkids. You know, they're running around. It's everything slow motion.
Right.
And then I just come back. I'm like, all right, everything was all right.
That's not what Marty McFly said when he went to see his future.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so do you believe, Alex, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that the, who do we call it? The government, the elitists? Do you believe that we have this technology?
Let's just say government. Area 51's government.
Yeah, of course we have.
And why? Why do you believe it?
Because the way they don't trip when there's like UFOs, like, and they're not really chasing them and stuff like that, you know, they just act like it's the normal thing, you know? So I don't know. I would say that. And then there's so many people that claim that the government has already caught things, you know, like they have ships that they've used the technology, you know, reverse engineered technology and stuff like the anti-gravity and things like that, you know?
Rick, say, because you're a computer guy, okay?
Kind of.
Say that you get approached by the government to come work at Area 51,
Yes.
okay? But they tell you, you have to sign something that you could never, ever tell anyone what you do, including your wife, including your mother and your father. So your whole life, believe it or not, is a secret. Can you do that?
Honestly, I think I can. I just don't have to talk about work. I don't like talking about work now.
Right. But say you see things like, hey, man, we're going to show you something that we have captured. Okay. Then they show you.
And then I come on Freaky Tales and I can't talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
You talk more about what you can't talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, like that's my thing. Like I feel like I couldn't do that, man.
Oh, man. I'm really trying to decide, like, how good's the pay?
Yeah. Well, you say you'll be taken care of for the rest of your life.
See, that changes my vision of going to the future.
Okay, so now they tell you, come here, we want to show you something. And it's kind of like, remember that movie with Will Smith in it? What was it called?
I Am Legend?
No, the one about the UFOs.
Oh, Independence Day.
Like Independence Day. Remember when they told the
movie.
president, yeah, just like that Roswell crash or whatever, we don't have none of that, something like that. And he said, that's not necessarily true. So they took him to like Area 51.
Yeah.
And then remember that guy, that weird guy? He goes, hey, you want to see one of them? Can you imagine being asked that?
What would you say?
Of course.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Now, but here's the crazy part, guys. In that movie, they were hostile. Remember that they wanted to destroy them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
and then it affected them with like some type of telepathy frequency. Remember when they were all covering up their ears?
Yeah.
See, I'm afraid of stuff like that. Because I think somehow the government has some type of technology where if they wanted to freeze an entire state or a country, they could just do something like that.
You know what? Speaking of that, you just triggered something. So there's high frequency noises, right?
Right.
And as you age, you start losing certain decibels. Like you can't hear certain decibels,
Okay.
right? Certain frequencies.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that, but I'm glad because I still got everything.
No, I bet you I could play a decibel that you can't hear.
I bet you I could play a beat, a kick, and a snare, and that you won't be able to tell what it is.
Oh yeah, I heard you, DJ.
Elephants communicate in low frequencies that we can't hear.
Yeah, but
Who told you that? An elephant?
No, dude. Chat GPT. But so there was this app where I was young. I was maybe I was even like 12, right?
Okay.
There was an app that I downloaded and it played frequencies. And I was like, hey, Dad, can you hear this? And he was like, yeah, I can hear that. And then I'd go up some decibels, higher frequency. Can you hear this? And this is a ring, right?
Right.
Got to a point where he couldn't hear it. But me and my cousins could.
Okay.
Okay, but here's where I'm tying it into like as like a weapon or something that can do something. Those higher frequencies, all of my aunts, they were my aunts were over and my uncles, but my dad and my aunt, they couldn't hear it, but they were getting nauseous.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's pretty freaky.
Yeah.
Freaky.
Yeah, this is freaky tales. We're not doing funny tales today.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
So I do wonder if the government has some kind of technology where they can use frequencies to manipulate.
Well, see, but that's the way I understand, even though it's just a movie, but they always say they show it to us in movies first.
Predictive programming.
Yeah, that they use some type of frequency and it annoyed them and they fell on the ground and then they shot them and killed them or whatever.
Same thing with Mars Attacks, right? The movie Mars Attacks.
Right.
They played music to blow their heads up.
Right. Yeah.
I love that movie, by the way.
Yeah. Now, back to the future. I don't think that we can ever, in my opinion, this is just me, ever teleport to somewhere.
You don't think we can?
Yeah, I don't think we can.
I agree.
I think mentally we can see things.
That's what I think it is. I
Yeah.
think that the teleport word is used and people think it's like, and then you end up somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think it's more so your brain shuts off and your vision ends up somewhere else.
You know what's an awesome movie? Okay, it's also kind of scary, but it's an awesome movie. You ever seen Jumpers?
Yeah, I thought that movie was cool.
I like that movie.
But the same dude that plays Anakin.
Yeah, I believe it is. Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
Hayden Christensen or something like that.
Yeah, hey, if you guys never saw Stargate, go 1994 Stargate, great movie starring Kurt Russell. You guys will see what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the television series. Then if you want to watch another good movie, watch a movie called Jumpers. It's funny because he would just put up a picture, say of Egypt, say of Europe, Rome, and he would see it and then he would be able to go there.
You would be able to jump to it, yeah.
Yeah, and there was a team that was hunting these guys down.
Yeah.
With by Samuel L. Jackson, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here's my thing, though.
That movie, I'm surprised. I feel like nobody's seen that movie.
Right. But here's the thing. I'm not saying he's going into the future, but he's able to somewhat travel. Okay?
Yeah.
I guess the reason why they were after them is because they were stealing from banks. They would appear in banks, take money, and jump out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see that they were jumping was a crime. But if today somebody was able to do that.
Oh, the government's going to dissect you.
Yeah. You're gone.
Oh, you are filleted. And they're trying to hook you up. They're hooking your nipples up to freaking cables, and they're trying to figure out what the hell's going on with you.
Yeah. Now, and you'll be a guinea pig.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Because they'll want it.
Exactly. Yeah.
They'll want it. Can you imagine if the military had jumpers where we're going to go into Afghanistan, take this guy out, and come back? And we'll do it in 5 minutes. Go. Boom. They jump into his house, into his bedroom, grab him, and jump back with him.
Yeah, and then they just torture him.
Think about that. You could have done that to Osama bin Laden, Epstein.
Speaking of, have you ever heard of something called a chronovisor, I think is what it is.
Chrono, isn't that like a Greek word for time?
Yeah, because chronological.
Okay.
So, and it's a visor, so obviously looking, right? Like looking glass, I guess you could speak. But supposedly, the Roman Catholic Church in their, their deep library, they had this thing called the chronovisor, which is basically like a crystal ball, so to speak, that allowed you to do exactly that. Look into certain time events. I don't want to touch that because I feel like it's going to hurt. But same thing.
Right. I don't know, man. It's interesting though, but I'm glad that the fan actually put it up there. But I had never heard of Looking Glass. Now, I do think that some people can receive visions of the future. I do believe that.
Like what?
I'll give you an example without going into it.
Okay.
Usually when something happens, I dream about it back to back. Now, I probably, maybe 3 or 4 times this happened throughout my life, where I would dream about a certain event. I'd wake up and it would weigh heavy on me, okay? The next night, the same exact dream, and I know something's coming on the 3rd day, okay? On the 3rd day, it happened.
Why does it happen in threes?
I have no idea.
Trilogy. You love trilogies.
Yeah, probably.
And I was going to ask about the Lord of the Rings. Do you like those?
Yes, I'm not really a Harry Potter fan.
No, Lord of the Rings.
I know
okay.
that. I'll come back. But the Harry Potter cinematography is amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
So is Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, I just think they did too many, but I saw the main ones. I didn't see the
first, the trilogy, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the other ones.
The Hobbits?
The Hobbits. I mean, they're cool, but I just didn't see it.
Yeah.
I like Lord of the Rings.
Same. I love it.
Okay. The cinematography is amazing.
Storyline.
I like the ring thing.
Yep.
You know how if we talk about haunted artifacts or artifacts that attract evil spirits or whatever, remember what happened whenever they kept that ring? That guy started turning more and more evil.
And he went into another dimension.
Into another dimension.
In the same realm, but another dimension, which caused him to disappear.
Right. Okay. Now let me say something about, I'll call it dimension, since we were talking about Alex Jones saying that these elitists take these...
They're interdimensional beings.
Yeah, that they take these drugs, okay? Mm-hmm. So they can, what do they call it?
Hallucinogenic.
Hallucinogenic, okay? So they can talk to these interdimensional beings. Why are they called dimensional beings?
Because there's definitely more than one dimension.
Okay.
I mean, we live in a 3-dimensional world, right. So that's the 3rd one.
So now, I'm going to tell you something that, and this person knows nothing about UFOs or nothing like that. He told me that when he would take acid or when he would take shrooms or whatever, that he would see things, obviously.
Yeah.
I wonder if he entered a dimension or he was just high.
Well, and what are the odds that some people take these hallucinogenics, right? And they all see elves.
Yeah, a lot of them, yes, do. Okay. Now, this one, Trip, and Alex, I think you may know about this. Have you ever heard or know of people that have taken this hallucinogen? I always have a hard time with that damn word.
Hallucinogenic.
There you go. Okay.
You almost had it.
That
Hallucinogen.
Okay, that take them and somehow don't ever come back.
Yeah, I think that it short circuits their brain.
Okay. Yeah. This is why I've never dabbled in drugs. Because I fear that, bro.
I do too. I think I'm already wired enough.
You know, I mean, because let's be honest, not only does it kill your damn brain cells, okay? I've been seeing people on the street arguing with nobodies.
Oh, you're talking about the ones that are bent over?
Bent over. The other day, me and my brother were headed to an event, and we're at a red light, and we see this girl, and she was actually pretty. She was a bum, but she was actually pretty. She looks maybe 30s.
Okay.
And she was all dirty, but she was like, "Back up, mother! I told you to back up. I mean, I'm telling you, back." And then I just told my brother, I said, "I wonder who she's talking to." And he goes, "The drugs just eat up your brain, eat up brain cells, and she's no longer there." And I was like, "Yeah, maybe she is seeing things. Maybe whatever is in that other dimension that she never came back from, she could still see."
Yeah, because I feel like you trip your brain into accessing.
That's what I'm saying. You trip your brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason why I've always been afraid of that.
Yeah, okay. Dude, I had a buddy that would do that stuff all the time. And he would walk outside and be like, "Sky's orange." And then just walk back inside, like, waiting for it to go back to blue.
Right.
And he said there was like a purple elephant that would fly in the air. I was like, "That's Dumbo, dude."
Yeah. I posted this up a long time ago, and it was a unicorn. I lost my unicorn, and I had the picture of the unicorn.
Okay.
And at the bottom it said, "And if you find it, stay off the drugs."
Yeah. That's a good one.
Look, me personally, people ain't gonna like me for what I'm about to say, but I do think smoking marijuana is a gateway to all these other drugs. It's like smoking weed to me is a gateway to becoming a rapper.
It's like Stargate.
Everybody thinks that they can rap now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just started rapping, fool.
You just need a couple face tattoos, a grill, and weed.
Yeah, like, and, how old are you? I'm 35.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, okay. Your beats sound like they were made at a gas station bathroom.
Yeah, bro. The union's hiring. Go look over there.
Anyways, that's just me. So we got a couple of minutes before we open up the phone lines. But now, would it trip you out if you worked for the government and they told you, we can see into the future? Do you want to see?
Oh, yeah. It would trip me out. I mean, because you know what? There's a guy. He's famous. I forgot. He looks like he's Puerto Rican. Honestly, he has like super curly hair. He's a ex-CIA operative, right?
Right.
And he's like, well, so when you joined the CIA, like, how was it? He goes, it's a lot of. He goes, you get there and you're like, damn, this is crazy. And then the second stage is, I freaking knew it. And then the third stage is, wow, we got to really keep this stuff quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, just confirm whatever you thought what was happening is like, dude, it's happening, kind of thing. I knew it.
What is it? Okay. Be scandalous, but weed is a gateway drug to the fridge.
Who's that guy?
Yeah. It's be scandalous, not be nice.
That's funny.
You know, but here's my thing. I've lived this long and didn't need it. And today you got idiots. I got ADHD. I need it. No, you probably just needed your ass whooped and you didn't get it.
My favorite is Tony. It's called an anxiety pen.
Okay. An anxiety pen.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right.
What do you write with that?
Okay. There was another thing that I wanted to bring up before we go to the calls. Go hit the like, you guys. Alex, do we have anything so far?
Yeah, smash the like button, guys. It really helps the algorithm, the overlords of YouTube.
Yes. The YouTube gods.
Yeah, they will promote the pod that you guys enjoy so much if you hit that like button. It's free too, by the way. We're not asking you to like it for $1.
Okay, now, me personally, can you imagine if you work for the government and they said, hey, man, we trust you. We want to show you how we can look into the future. But okay.
Yeah.
And you say, hey, can we go like maybe 30 years from now? Oh, no, we only want to go 20. Why? Oh, because after 20, Jesus comes back.
Would you go 19 years? Bro.
Okay. I've already looked into the future, and I know what the future is going to look like.
Because of Revelation?
No.
Oh.
I've been told already.
Okay. Where are you getting at?
As it was in the days of Lot, as it was in the days.
Fair enough. Before the flood.
Yes. We've already been told.
Yep.
So are things going to get worse?
And by the way, Lot, he's referring to Sodom and Gomorrah when the whole city got destroyed. As it was
in the day. We've already been told. We've already been given a book. But nobody wants to read it because they want to call you a religious freak.
So the Bible is the time-traveling device that the ancient Sumerian used.
Probably. You never know. Look at Nostradamus. That guy. Anybody who believes that bum.
Well, I got a question for you. Would you, what if they're like, all right, look, we can travel into the future. We can go 30 years. The only hiccup is you can't look at your own life. Would you can't look into the life of anyone in your immediate family.
Okay.
But you can pick someone XYZ.
No, I wouldn't want to.
No?
No. Let me tell you what I would do. I would just want to know see the state of where the world is at morally.
Okay.
because it is declining.
Yeah. So if you can have like a meter that they can take you to 30 years from now and see where it's at kind of thing.
Let me give you an example.
By the way, someone said that the book has been altered too many times.
Of course it has.
Bible.
Of course. No proof, but of course.
It's only lasted 2,000 years.
Yeah. Okay. And it's the best-selling book ever.
All time.
Okay. And if it's fake, why are you mad?
And isn't the book of Isaiah, is it Isaiah where they found a copy 100 years before the copy that we had? And it was like 95% identical?
Yeah, and you can see it for yourself at the Temple Institute in Jerusalem. But anyways, let's keep going. I would want to see, the future, the morality of the future.
Yeah, so like a morality meter.
Right. Okay. But now, let's look at this really quick. Only social media is saying this, that they're looking to cancel Snoop. Okay, did you hear about that?
Snoop? Oh,
Yeah.
yes, because of Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah, because 2 women have a baby. So his grandkids asked him.
How did they do that?
That's what the grandkids asked him.
Yeah.
You know, Grandpa Snoop, how do 2 women have a baby? And he didn't give the answer. Like, he didn't say what the answer was to his grandkids. He said, man, I didn't sign up for this. I just wanted to bring them to the movies, man. Like, why are we putting in these movies? These are for kids.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get into a biological discussion with my grandkid.
So that's all he said. And now it's, let's cancel Snoop, which I don't think they could. But that's what I mean about the morality.
And the annoying part is that the cancellation is like only 5% of the loudest people online.
That's all it is. And you know how you could tell who's a part of them? They all have their septum pierced.
Yeah, the septum theory. Or their hair's blue. And they work at Starbucks. I'm just kidding. If you work at Starbucks, it's a good job. Don't spit in my coffee.
Yeah. Besides the Bible, what are the good books to read? Well, you got 66 books in one. I like The Alchemist.
I like 1984.
Okay. So, yeah, those are 2 books right there.
Read 1984. You guys will like it.
Okay.
By George Orwell. You ever heard of it?
No, I haven't.
It's about, it's basically this dude wrote a book in the 40s called 1984, right? And it's about how he thought the world would look in 1984.
Okay. Was he right?
Bro, he's right about it today, where it's basically everyone lives in a state where they're always being watched and the telly is always watching. And the guy's in a bar and he's drinking, I forgot what the juice is, but he's drinking some kind of liquor that's made for the people at the time. And there's a poster in the background that says Big Brother is watching. And that's where you get that term from, Big Brother's watching.
Okay.
So the whole book's about that. It's crazy.
Now, do you think he had a vision? Or do you just think he was like, no, this is just where we're going?
That's what I don't know, but it's scary accurate. And he said, you're living in a time where you're going to be watched wherever you go. And we literally walk around with a camera in our pocket.
Well, in the 80s, okay, I was told that there was going to be, they said this, we're going to be like China. There's going to be cameras everywhere. We're going to be watched. We're going to be like little guinea pigs. And I said to myself, that will never happen. That will never happen. But now everybody has a cell phone. Everybody can record you.
Yeah.
We have the Ring cameras. You're recorded every time you walk by a house.
Oh, dude, Facebook knows when you're taking a dump.
Okay, I didn't know about that, but did it tell you?
That's bro science, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. When he comes back, we'll start taking phone calls. Alex, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, George Orwell, 1984. Read it. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. As a matter of fact, comment in the actual comments a freaky tale that happened to you and or a topic that you guys would like to hear us talk about because,
Absolutely.
we read the comments.
Yes, put the number up. Okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and start taking phone calls. Let us know if you guys have a question or you guys have a story you want to share. Right now is the time. So we can do that. The phone lines are open. I don't know how long we're going to take phone calls because I feel a little sluggish today. So I'm getting up there in age.
Say anything. I didn't want to say anything.
You're getting up there too.
I didn't want to say anything.
You're 34, right?
33. Come on.
33.
You got to add a year.
You're 17 years away from being 50. Now stop.
It's like crucifixion year, by the way.
Right. Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Be careful what you say. You might get canceled. Okay, the phone line is up. Go ahead and read it, Alex.
Can't cancel if you don't care.
Yeah.
Right That's what I've been saying. Okay, 323-659-1850.
Here we go. We got a call. Caller, your name and where are we calling from?
What's up, Tony? It's Lotus from West Texas.
Lotus from West Texas. How you doing, my bro? You always come with the goods, so I know today's not going to be any different.
Yeah, I noticed y'all talking about the time travel theory,
Yes.
and I wanted to kind of clarify something that would be that you were just discussing that would be impossible, and that would be traveling to the future to see yourself in the future. Now, this is why it would be impossible, because let's say you got in a time machine or through some kind of a portal and you were traveling to, say, Halloween of 2030. Okay, we wouldn't see you for 5 years. You wouldn't still be here doing anything. You'd be missing from the space-time continuum as we know it. And then all of a sudden you would pop up in the future and we'd say, hey, we'd wonder why you hadn't aged. We would all be 5 years older. So yeah, you if you go into the future, there's no you to still be here doing things to, you know what I'm saying? Like you would be missing for 5 years.
That's a good way of looking at it. I never saw it that way.
That's true. But what if there's multiple timelines all happening simultaneously and you're just altering yours?
That could be possible, but yeah, that could be possible, but we wouldn't be experiencing that. We would only experience how we're existing in the timeline we are now. So if Tony travels 5 years into the future, there very well could be other timelines with other things going on, like multiple universes and stuff. But as we know it, we would just be like, Tony's gone for 5 years, then he appears suddenly, and he hasn't aged for 5 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, okay, so that's for like a physical. You're talking about like a physical time travel, though, right? What if it's just mental?
Mental?
Yeah, like it's a vision almost, I guess you could say.
Oh, yeah, like if you prophesized or saw some kind of future vision of what you might be like.
Yeah.
I guess technically that could be possible, but then there'd be the argument is that would that be just a dream or was that really time travel? I guess there was, yeah, but point. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, and there's another thing about time travel. It's kind of dangerous because let's say you get in a time machine that's situated at the corner of your street. What if you traveled to the near future and you just happen to travel into a time where a car jumped the curb and hit a stop sign that was right there? Or if you traveled very far into the future, you would be in the middle of a mountain or a rock formation or under a building. So there'd be that. Oh. Not only that, maybe you could travel into a time of a pandemic and you're not properly equipped to protect yourself and you end up dying wherever you land. So, there's that to consider if you're time traveling and if that's ever going to be a possibility.
Right. That's good. I like that.
That is a good point, though. You could imagine that, like you're standing where there's no buildings, and then you time travel to a spot where there's now a 22-story building on top of you, and you're crushed.
I would just say,
like on Back to the Future, on the Back to the Future movie, Marty traveled into a fight between cowboys and Indians. Do you remember that?
Yes. You're right. All good, Lattice, man. I like it when you call, bros. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call.
All good, my brother. Thank you. Okay.
That was a good point, actually. He made a lot of good points.
Yeah, he did. He always comes with that. I've actually had him on the show before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's from West Texas, and he came out here, and we chopped it up. We drank some good whiskey, and we had a hell of a night. Yeah, he knows. Okay, the phone lines are open. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Justin. I'm from Burke, New Mexico. What's up, Tony?
What's up, my brother? Is this your first time calling?
Yeah, this is my first time calling.
Oh, good, man. I'm glad you got in. You got a question or just a story you want to share?
I do have a story I want to share. So I've been listening to your show for like a little bit over a year now. And I just want to send a shout out and a thank you to you, Tony, and the show, because you and Marvelous helped me find my faith again.
Okay.
I feel like the show kind of led me on the right path to finding the Lord again.
Yeah.
But also, I wanted to say, where's the pelvic sorcerer at? We got to get Cujo back on.
Oh, the public sorcerer. You know, it's funny, man. I went to one of my favorite like clothing stores. It's called Fashion Town. And when I was walking in, he was walking out. And we saw each other, and I said, hey, man, where you been? And he's like, well, I'm moving to Oregon tomorrow. And he told me he was going to be a fireman. He said, I gave up the rap. There's no money in rap. I'm done. So I just took a quick picture, and I said, when would I see you again? He said, I don't know, bro. So he's in Oregon.
Okay.
So I hope he's doing good. And if he's watching, you know what?
Yeah,
Much love.
I'm glad you started doing the show again, Tony.
All good, my brother. All good. Was that pretty much it, or was there anything else you wanted to share?
That's pretty much it.
All good. Thank you for taking the time and calling in, bro. You know what? I'm glad that this show's been able to bless you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it, Tony.
All right. Take care now. Peace. Okay. There's somebody that I guess that appreciated the scriptures, huh?
There you go.
I wonder why it bothers people so much, bro.
I don't know. Did you ever watch Ancient Aliens?
Yeah.
They always talk about the Bible
I know,
in that show.
But it's
everyone loves that show.
But it's because I'm not white with my hair combed to the side and it says scholar.
You don't look like you've been electrocuted? Is that what it is?
Exactly. Caller, oh, shoot. Caller with the 949, please call back. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Junior from Orange County, Sur Khalifa.
What's up, my brother? How you doing tonight, man? Is this your first time calling in?
What's up, Tony? Yes, my first time calling in. I'm a big time fan of the show. What's up, Ricky? What's up, Tony?
What's up, brother?
Alex?
How you doing, man?
Norby?
All good.
Yeah, I just wanted to share because speaking about the time travel thing, because Alex mentioned earlier how like what if time traveling is just in your mind, and it reminded me of something because I read something in the YouTube comments a while back saying that the CIA supposedly in 1984 they time traveled in their minds to Mars and they were able to see ancient civilization. So I was wondering if you guys heard about that before.
No, but that's really interesting.
Say it one more time.
So in 1984, the CIA they did this thing kind of like Inception, where they all went to sleep, and in their mind they traveled to Mars, and they were able to see ancient civilization in Mars.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Leave a comment about it.
It's
Actually,
pretty cool. Just honestly, just go on YouTube and search CIA goes to Mars 1984, and you'll see a bunch. I saw an interview one time of this dude that was actually a part of that project, and it was a 4-hour interview. He was going in depth, and I lost it, but it's out there somewhere.
All good. All good. Thank you, man. Thank you for letting us know, because I am going to look into that. That's very interesting. Goes along with that book, 1984.
It does. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
All good.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Definitely crazy. But yeah, thank you for taking my call. You guys always wanted to call, so I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling, brother.
All right, brother. Peace. Okay, the phone lines are now open. Let's go, guys. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yes. Caller, your name and where are you calling from? You're live.
Antonio. I'm calling from the South Bay.
Okay.
My name is Francisco Alvarez.
Yes. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. This is the first time I see your program, and it's very entertaining. And the chronovisor was made by Ernetti Pellegrini, Italian priest.
Oh, it was a priest. Okay.
You can research the rest. It's on Google.
Awesome. Thank you for that info.
And you still don't know who this is?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, you have a wonderful evening, and may you get many, many, many more viewers.
All good. Thank you. Thank you, Francisco. Talk to you later. Have a blessed one. Just to let you guys know, that was my brother.
That guy has a cool voice, huh?
I'm telling you, bro. That guy is like the Mexican Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, yeah, you could tell stories all day.
That's him, bro. He could never rate it. He'll probably never rate my biography. Okay. The phone lines are not open. That one got me.
That was random.
Yeah, it was. That was good, though.
That was cool.
Okay, come on, guys. The phone lines are now open. If you guys
Older or
want
younger brother?
Oh, he's my older brother. This guy still kept his height. He's still 6'4", still taller than me. So he's one of the ones that when I go and sit down with them, I get a lot of wisdom and knowledge. Pretty much a historian.
That's cool.
He'll remember not only book, chapter, and verse, but he'll remember what cologne the guy was wearing in 1942 at 1 o'clock and what the weather was like.
I mean, he knew the name of the priest I was talking about. I told you it was part of the Catholic Church.
Oh, good. Okay.
Confirmed it. I'm right.
Yes. The phone lines are now open once again, guys. The number is 323-659-1850. 323-659-1850.
I'm going on a haunted tour next Saturday.
Where at?
San Diego.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, do you believe in haunted places?
Yes and no. I don't believe. We've talked about this. I believe it's angels and demons, personally.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. Let's see. The phone lines are whack right now, bro, because everybody called and says, hey, man, I'm going to call in. I'm going to call in. I'm going to call in. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Rebecca Alvarez.
Rebecca Alvarez, how you doing tonight?
All right. I'm calling because Francisco Alvarez just called, and in 2001, he took me to go see Zahi Hawass. He dropped me off in downtown LA for an 8-hour lecture.
How was it?
So, it was good. It was when he released his book on the mysteries of Abu Simbel, and I got to meet him, and he talked to me about Egypt, and it was just a good lecture. I got his autograph, and actually, I think my brother still has my book. So I just took advantage right now and called.
Oh, good. Good. Zahi Hawass. I have yet to meet him. I was supposed to go see him at a couple of lectures, but never actually made it. But I think it's sexy when he says, pyramid.
Yeah, he told me if I ever been to Egypt, and I said, no, he goes, you have to go.
Yes. It's too far to walk, though. But yeah, definitely go. Was there anything else? Now,
hey, Ricky.
Yes.
I'm going to see you on Saturday. Me and Rick are going to go on a ghost tour with his wife.
Okay.
This is true.
Awesome. You know what? I want to ask you a question. What is your TikTok name so that people can follow you? Because I believe you have a lot of haunted stuff there.
And Instagram.
I'm Haunted Traveler 77. I do true crime, conspiracies, haunted stuff. I basically go around the country. I've been to Mexico. I do a little bit of everything.
Okay, Haunted Traveler 77?
Yeah, on TikTok. I'll be collaborating pretty soon with a big nationwide ghost tour called Ghost City Tours, and that's the tour we'll be taking this Saturday coming up.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, can't wait to hear about it.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Thank you for calling in.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, just so you guys know, that was my sister.
I was going to say, she has the same last name as well.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my sister. That's the first time calling in. That was actually pretty good.
That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to think it's Rick, by the way.
Well,
Two family members got through.
Yeah, the phone lines are open. They can call in right now.
Yeah.
So
let's see who the next one is.
Yeah, exactly. Hoping it's the alien, because I haven't heard from the alien in a minute. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
What's going on? It's the bud from Stockton.
What's up, my bro from Stockton? How you doing tonight?
Chilling, brother, chilling. I just had a call real quick, brother, just to get some phone calls in. Hey, so what do you guys think about that comet coming towards Earth that they've been like talking about, brother? You think it's a comet or alien or more like a mothership?
First and foremost, I don't know, because there's things that have been coming to hit Earth for years, and they just say, "Oh, it didn't happen," or "It missed us," or "It moved," or.
There is one time when I was a kid, though, you saw it hit our atmosphere, huh? Like, remember you see it flying through the sky, one of those meteors or something?
I don't remember. But honestly, I don't know what to think, bro. I don't even know if it's even real or not. I'm just being honest. What about you, Rick? What are your 2 cents on that?
Oh, I don't think it's a spaceship.
Yeah.
But I do think that there's probably a comet coming towards Earth. Whether or not it hits us, I don't believe so. Usually that's what the moon's for, gravitational pull. It's the one that takes all the... That's why it's all Swiss cheesed out, because it pulls all the meteors from hitting us.
Right. But...
Pretty good design, by the way, if you think about it.
But if we live in a flat Earth, it can't break the firmament.
Well, that's true.
So we're safe.
So, flat Earth theory is correct.
Yeah. Go ahead, my bro.
Man, I got a story for both of you, man. Like, I remember it just came to my mind. But I remember before Mom's passed away, she told me of a story where she heard like some, like it was almost like some from the movie Signs, when they heard when the alien was on the roof of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was at the house one day, brother. She told me she called me on the phone. She said she was at home one night, home alone, and she heard like a man. She heard just like footsteps on top of the house, and it was like some kind of like she said it sounded like an alien, like laughing, but just running across the roof like hella fast, brother. Yeah, and that it just reminded me of like the movie Signs, when it jumped off the roof and they were like running around the house and trying to like chasing you know.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
I love that movie, bro.
That movie's great.
Too, brother.
What was that?
Yeah. Hey, Tony. Hey, I got a question, brother. Hey, so I know the Mr. Cartoon and WSS event is coming up next week, brother.
Yes.
Man, like I was gonna say, brother, if you see like a poster around, brother, man, message I'll send you a message, brother. If you see a poster around, brother, I'll send you some money so I can buy it off you, brother, because that's gonna be a big event.
Yeah.
And then
that's Friday, and then I got a show on Saturday. I have a busy week, and most likely I'll be going out of town tomorrow and be back Tuesday, just a one-nighter. And but yeah, man, if I can get a hold of them, yeah.
Yeah, okay, brother. Yeah, for sure, brother. Yeah, because man, like WSS is one of my favorite stores, brother, to go and buy, get some fizz and some shoes, brother. But God bless. I'll let some more people call.
All right, my bro. You take care now.
Have a good one, man. Right. Thanks for calling.
Okay, the phone lines are now open. Once again, the number is 323-659-1850. 323-659-1850. What's that?
God said he created a flat earth with a firmament.
Okay.
Raptor Earth.
That's enough.
Raptor Earth.
Google that. That's all the proof I need.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Chris from Hollywood.
Chris from Hollywood. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
You sound familiar. Have you called before?
Yeah, I've called before plenty of times.
Okay. Okay. All good. You got a story or you got a question?
Well, I actually have a freaky thing that happened today, actually.
Ooh, well, this is Freaky Tales.
I didn't think much of it at the time, but now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, well, I'm kind of tripping out now.
Yeah, go for it.
So I went to a restaurant. I'm not sure if you heard of this place called Lazy Dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went today for lunch with my girl, and for whatever reason, there was something grabbing my feet, and I was like, "What the hell?" And it happened twice, and on my right foot, it started getting numb, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then I was just kind of tripping, and I told my girl, "Hey, there's something grabbing you," and it's weird. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's kind of dark, that restaurant. It's kind of
it's kind of dim.
And it was just weird. It was just something weird that happened, and I was kind of tripping out. But I can't confirm that was a ghost or whatever. But it was just a weird, like you could literally feel that hand.
Man,
now let me say this, because I like Lazy Dog, but I really don't go in there a lot. I'll tell you why. Because you're allowed to bring in your dog.
I was gonna say that, bro. You stop. Don't do that.
Who?
People that go in there with their dog.
I thought you were telling me to stop. I'm like, what the hell?
No, I don't care for Lazy Dog. I don't like restaurants that I don't know what you serve.
Yeah, guys walk into a dog wagging his tail. You got dog hair all over your nachos.
Yeah, dude, fleas.
Yeah, so I was thinking, there wasn't like a dog like licking your foot or anything, was there?
That's what I thought at first. I thought it was like a cat, and I told my girl, "Is that a cat or something?" Because it was kind of weird. Like it was just weird. It was just a weird.
Were you wearing chanclas?
Yeah.
No, nothing.
No.
It was just, I had jeans, and I was kind of tripping out when it happened.
That is weird. And was that in Hollywood?
Yeah, no, it was over there by
Polly. Weird.
the Downey area.
Okay.
Oh, I know exactly which
Yeah.
one you're talking about.
Okay.
Off of Imperial.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was kind of weird. So I don't know. I can't explain it. So I don't know.
All good, my bro. Thank you, man, for calling in and letting us know that possibly something touched your foot.
That was a freaky tale.
All right.
Thank you.
Take it easy, guys.
Yes. Okay, you guys, the phone lines are now open. Once again, the number is 323-659-1850, 323-659-1850. Any good comments, Rick?
No. They're just, IE in Texas goes back and forth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they've been going to battle here since day one. Bro.
I mean, it's IE in Texas.
It's okay. For a while, it was LA and IE.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they were going back and forth.
Huh? I'm biased.
Okay, caller, your name and where you calling from?
Ronnie.
Yes.
What up, bro? Yeah, it's Ed calling from the Fox Rio. It's kind of near Sacramento, like the backyard.
All good.
Yeah, so, Simone. So, I figured I'd shout out to you and your guest.
Thank you.
I figured I'd mention a brief... Yeah, for sure, bro. I figured I'd mention a brief little story that I think other people have kind of touched in, but I figured I'd spook it up a bit because it's in regard to the show.
Okay.
So, and it's funny because like I was busy, so I couldn't catch the live to call in when your brother was there, and but it's a trip because I remember calls in the past, like where people say, "Man, every time I put on Freaky Tales, like something like kind of paranormal happens around me, like doors start closing on their own, or like just different random things, right?"
Right.
And then so I was gonna say maybe if people aren't into that, or if they get spooked out, maybe bust a little prayer before the show, before you watch. That way it's all entertainment, and then nothing crazy is going around you, because sometimes like things like you touch on certain subjects, like it could be all for fun, but it could like sometimes it could you never know when something finds a way to like open the door, like, oh, they're talking about us, let's freaking manifest ourselves,
Right.
So yeah, and I'm sure I know you're smart about it, bro, like because you said that you've written the word and all that. Yeah, but I figured like maybe remind the caller, hey, if you don't like all that, maybe bust a little prayer before you put it on, and then you're good to go. But yeah, and I was gonna tell you my experience because I forgot to do that myself.
Go for it.
It's funny because I was putting on Freaky Tales yesterday, like the one with your bro, and when you're talking about Paulina Luna and the aliens and all that, and all of a sudden I have like a little gnome figure, bro. It's like a 2-inch gnome figure, and it was I don't know why I decided to grab it and put it like where I was having lunch and watching the show. And I kid you not, bro, I didn't touch anything. I didn't move anything. All of a sudden, that like seconds later, that thing freaking moved. It moved to the right, and then it like the freaking eyes are staring at me like when somebody looks at you like side-eyed.
Yes.
What'd you do with it?
I put it outside.
Yeah, exactly. You better get rid of that thing. I'd be terrified.
Yeah, so hell no. And I think the reason it happened, bro, is because I was literally I was sending a text because I was gonna give my boy like some one of my boys some gifts. I was like, hey, bro, like I got like an extra because I have some outside gnomes too, but nothing weird ever happens with that. And then just for the garden, and then I was literally just sending a text, hey, bro, I got like this little like random little gnome thing here, bro, like, and then I was gonna give him a bunch of taliches, like one man's trash, another man's treasure.
Right.
And yeah, I was like, hey, bro, I got this in pristine condition if you want it too, bro. And he's like, oh, yeah, I got another gnome. Like, it'll keep him company. I was like, all right. All of a sudden, I kid you not, I sit back down. That thing's like looking side-eyeing me. And I'm staring at the thing. I'm like, oh, what the hell? I was like, nah, F that, man. I'm going to freaking put it outside.
I would have launched it as far as I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, that's next on my bucket list. I'm going to go outside in a bit.
It's not there anymore, and it's back on your counter?
I'll be crazy, bro. Yeah, then it's on the cracking after that. I'm freaking, yeah. But and I'll tell you one time, Tony, that hasn't happened to me. That hasn't happened to me, gentlemen. That happened to me one time when the power went out. I was living in a 2-story spot, and like little projecty areas, like
they're like units, right? So freaking, I go to the second floor, and there's this freaking, because I have a little sister. There's this freaking bald-headed freaking Ariel, like the mermaid Barbie doll, freaking standing upright in the bathroom. And of all things, I had to go in there and grab something. Bro, I didn't grab crap because like from the corner of the light, from one of the doors that were open, that I swear, I freaking kid you not, the freaking head turned, looked at me, and you know how all those dolls are smiling with that blank stare on their face? Bro, I freaking booked. I said, hell no.
You know what? Yeah. And he needed to grab toilet paper from that bathroom.
Yeah.
So what did he do?
Bro, probably. I think I just ran down to the local hood store.
Bought some dude wipes.
Yeah, I was like, hell no, bro. Yeah, serio, bro. Yeah, oh no, hell no. I think 10-year-old me had the sense not to go in there. I said, no. But all right, gentlemen, well, keep up the good work, guys. I'm loving the shows. You guys have a good night now.
Thank you, my bro.
Thank you, sir.
That was a good one. The other one, his foot got licked. That was funny.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
But I don't like lazy dog, bro. I'll be honest, I like the food, but when them dudes be bringing them dogs in, bro, I'm like, nah, bro.
I just don't like restaurants. This is just me. I don't like restaurants when I don't know what you are. Like lazy dog, like you can get fajitas and pasta.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like
it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I don't care for that kind
Usually
of stuff.
when I go, it's either a salad or nachos, and I'm there to watch a game.
That's fair.
That's pretty much it.
How you like those fleas on your nachos, though?
I'll sock a dog on me. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm serious. I wasn't raised with dogs, bro. So, like, when the dogs come and try to lick or jump on me, get your damn dog, bro.
Yeah.
Get your dog.
I don't like that either.
So, yeah, anyways, we should come up with a song called Sock a Dog.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, you don't like dogs?
I didn't say I didn't like them. I didn't say that. I don't like them when I'm eating. I don't like them jumping on my bed or climbing on me or licking me.
I don't like
dogs. Wait, what's the problem here? What am I missing?
Yeah, exactly.
What am I missing?
I like Atomic Dog. I like that song. I like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know?
Nate Dogg.
Yeah, the Dog Pound. Yeah, I like them. But yeah, as far as just like regular dogs, they're cool and everything, but I just don't want them. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, how you doing, Tony? It's Eric from New York.
Eric, what part of New York, my bro, if you don't mind me asking?
Huh?
What part of New York, if you don't mind me asking?
New Rochelle, Westchester.
All good. All good. How you doing tonight, man? You got a story or you got a question?
I got a story for you guys.
Go for it.
Basically, about 10 years, well, a little further than that. I kind of out of topic from you guys with the aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was dating this one girl, and everybody was warning me, like, oh, she's a bruja, she's a bruja. And I was like, I don't believe in that shit.
Right.
And, you know, we're hanging out or whatever. And she's, you know, we're hanging out at my friend's house and getting late. You know, we're doing our thing on our couch, and she's on top of me.
Right.
And out of nowhere, she's just like laughing and laughing. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? Why is she laughing? And the next thing I know, I just like kind of just push her off me. I'm like, yo, what are you laughing? And I see her face, and she's like super pale. She has big black bags under her eyes, and her eyes are black. And I was like, what the fuck? And then she snaps out of it, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? And she didn't remember. She was just basically like telling me, you know, like what happened. I was like, well, you were just bugging out.
Put her with the gnome.
And she was just.
Let me ask you a question.
Maybe the gnome, but.
No, hold on. Let me ask you something. So that happened, okay? Did this ever happen again?
It happened again with the same girl, yeah.
Okay, how far apart? Or
like I was. Well, like I was at her house, and she worked in a nightclub, so she would come home late.
Okay.
So I would just wait for her, and she came in with one of her friends. Like she was like, kind of like holding her. And I was like, oh, she's drunk or whatever. But she sat on the couch, and I was watching television, and I thought, oh, she's a little, inebriated, may I say?
Okay.
But I was like, whatever. So I didn't pay no mind to her. But I just happened to be like, just like look to the right to see what she was doing.
Yeah.
And she had the same exact look, pale, dark bags under her eyes, black eyes were almost like pitch black. And I looked at her and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what drugs are she's on?
Right.
And then they just grabbed her and took her to a different room. And I was like, I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, maybe she's, messed up. And then they called me in, and like her mother and I guess my girl called me into the room where that girl was. And it was just full of like shelves with like statues, and it was like an empty room.
Right.
And basically, like, they were telling me, like, do you want money? We can give you money. We can give you whatever you want, but you got to do what we. And I was like, nah, I'm not got to really do that stuff.
Yeah. How long after that? I'm assuming you're no longer with her. How long after that did your relationship last?
Oh, not long, because they gave me like an ultimatum. They're like, I'm not going to mention her name, but
right.
They were like, yo, this girl really cares about you, so she'll listen to you. So if you tell her to do what we want her to do, you can have whatever you want. But if not, they were like, we're going to make it really difficult for you. And like a month later, we broke up.
Have you heard anything new from her?
No, hell no. This was like 10, 15 years ago.
Wow. Well, ultimately, before I kind of give you my 2 cents, what do you think that was?
I didn't believe in like stuff like that until I seen it for myself, especially when she was like when we were having relations.
Yeah.
She was on top of me, and she had that weird, like almost like manly laugh.
That's
like it wasn't like a girly laugh. It was like it wasn't her. That I know for a fact that it wasn't her. That's when I pushed her off me.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I've had guys that have told me they dated girls, and when they noticed something was different, that they heard a different laugh come from her.
Forget that.
Yeah, it was a different type of laugh, and that's when these guys knew, like, okay, there's something wrong. Of course, they ended up leaving those females, and then they actually became very vindictive afterwards because they got left, almost like if they. Like,
oh no, definitely! I had nightmares for months.
Jeez.
Yeah. Look, I do believe that some people can be demonically possessed and not know it, and then there's possessions where the spirit comes and it'll stay for a little while and then leave, and then come and then leave, come and then it'll leave, and then there's some that just.
I think that's what that was the case with her, because she was like really chill. She was really nice, but like that night, I mean, it's pitch black. I wasn't, you don't really notice anything. It wasn't the first time we didn't have, relations, but that one time it was just strange.
Yeah.
Like I again, I don't really believe in like stuff like that, but that was an experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you got to believe it now.
Yeah. All good, my bro.
Well, I experienced it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you for calling in, bro, and sharing that freaky tale, bro. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for listening.
All good, my brother.
That was a good tale.
Love your show.
Yeah, thank you. Calling all the way from New York, so he's probably at 12:35 right now. So
yep.
he waited up. So thank you, you faithful followers of Freaky Tales.
He's off tomorrow, bro. It's Labor Day.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Okay, we got about maybe 2 more phone calls, guys. You guys want to get them in? So far, the calls have been great. Thank you. I had family members call in. That was great. That was a dope surprise. So we got, again, if not, we're just going to take off the headphones and just continue our conversation.
And in the meantime, get freaky with that like button.
Yes, exactly. And once again, the number is 323-659-1850, 323-659-1850. If we don't get one in less than 20 seconds, we're just going to log off and then finish up the show. But we're giving you guys enough time to call in. If anybody knows the alien and where he's at, have him call us. Okay, I want to talk to him. I got a bone to pick with him. Okay? Because the last time you challenged him, he hung up on you.
Yeah, he got mad at me. And then you know what, dude? Weird stuff's been happening ever since then.
Yeah?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
Should have just kept it going for the show.
You know what, bro? I couldn't think of a lie. I don't know why. I panicked.
Oh, good. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
David, Santa Maria.
David, I know I recognize your voice. You've called before.
Yes, sir.
All good. You got a question?
I just wanted to touch it. No, because I remember you guys were talking about the interstellar.
Yes.
And I think the last time I seen a comet pass was maybe like in '98. Because I remember looking at the sky and seeing it. We were able to see the tail of it.
That's the one I think I was talking about, yeah.
What made it a landmark for my age was because we were seeing things on the news like Heaven's Gate. All these people committed suicide wearing Nike Cortezes with a purple blanket in an LA mansion to try to catch a wave on this comet, you know?
Yes.
And they say it's the third one that's coming close to Earth. And a lot of people are, I don't want to go into speculation, but how they call it, conspiracy theories or Project Bluebeam that they may disclose, especially that girl Anna, that's in Congress.
Yes.
That you guys were talking about, you and your brother previously, to let the public know that, we may not be under attack, but that there is other beings besides us. And it's kind of silly to think that all these galaxies that we are the only thing that exists out there. Maybe God did just make us, and we were so lucky to have a sun and a moon and an earth. But these other things, maybe they're just demons, from what I kind of understand. So if it is, and it's weird the timing of it, because it's marking like World War III, all these parades that are happening with China and Russia, North Korea, during World War I and World War II.
Yes.
It's almost like that's when the heavens were at war with each other. God, from what I understood, God didn't let the demons come back into heaven after that.
Right. All good, man.
Or they weren't able to go up and down. Yeah.
Right.
Crazy stuff up there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, man, for calling in, bro. It's been a minute since you called.
All right. Thank you again.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
But,
oops. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and end it right there. We're done with this. Okay. Good phone calls, even though I thought the phone calls were a little bit slow and a lot of you guys were just lagging. But as long as you guys watch, that's all that matters. Rick, so far, what did you think about tonight?
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Pretty entertaining, huh?
Yeah. It's good stuff.
So once again, guys, we were talking about, the topic was Project Looking Glass.
Yes.
Is that what it's called? And that actually came from an idea from a fan. So we want to thank you guys for these suggestions. So once the video is up, go ahead and comment and suggest something that you guys may think we should talk about.
Or tell us a freaky tale.
Right. You know what I want to do next time, Rick, and I want you to look into it. We'll let her know ahead of time. I don't think I've ever done an episode on Heaven's Gate.
Okay.
Are you familiar with it?
No.
Okay, you're really going to trip out on this.
Okay.
Okay, you're really going to trip out on this.
You're not talking about like any biblical thing.
Well, they thought it was.
Okay.
They thought it was. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Alex, can you check, see if we have anything? And if
Is
not,
that what
we're
that
good?
dude mentioned? The Cortezes?
Yes.
I am familiar with it. I didn't know that was what it was called.
Yeah, that was the group called Heaven's Gate.
Yeah, okay.
They were waiting for a comment.
I don't know a lot about it though.
Yeah.
I just know they all had Cortezes because they were sick fools.
Yes.
94M dropped 199. They said, beside the Bible, what are good books to read?
No, we answered that already. 1948, and I said The Alchemist.
Okay.
And
that's all I saw right here.
Yeah. All good. Thank you for that. Truly appreciate that.
Thank you.
So anyways, other than that, Rick, if there's any shout outs or anything you want to add to it, if not, go ahead and give your shout outs.
No, shout out to my wife. I love you so much. My 4 beautiful children. I'll be home shortly.
All good. And I want to thank all the fans that make this show possible. Much love and respect to you guys, to everybody in the live chat, everybody who decided not to be in the live chat, all the callers, everyone, once again, who's enjoying this, who probably enjoy it after or see it tomorrow. Thank you. Leave a comment and a suggestion on what we should talk about. One of the topics that I want to talk about eventually is Heaven's Gate. If you guys don't know, that actually happened in San Diego. And educate yourself so that when we go live with it, you guys will know pretty much exactly what we're talking about. We'll play some video, and we'll have some pictures of this weirdo that pretty much led everybody to a mess.
It's impressive how people can.
Yes, but let's be honest. You know, a lot of these guys have the gift of gab, and the sad thing is that we have a lot of people, especially men, that left their families, okay, to follow this guy, took themselves out to believe a sci-fi story that a comet was waiting for them.
It blows my mind how people can convince people like that.
But I'm going to go ahead and say this. I believe part of that was, at least in my mind, demonic power or demonic influence. So with that being said, thank you guys. Much love and respect. We'll see you guys soon. We're out of here. Take us away.